is to be under pressure.
People are watching you and holding you accountable.
You know what it's like to be called out.
Expectations are set, and it's hard to even show up.
Whatever you do, don't let your guard down.
In these moments, we challenge you to rise up.
It's okay to crush a water.
Keep it social.
Josh stares down the business end of his baby brother as he takes the reins on diaper duty. Back up? Nuh-uh. It's all on you, big bro. But Josh, he comes prepared. Speed, reliability, Bell Pure Fiber Internet. Yes, when the Harmons switched to Bell, they only wondered why they didn't sooner.
The training, practices, highlight plays, and championship trophies. That's only part of our story. Just like we train for greatness in sport, we prepare for excellence in the classroom. The moment we step onto our campus and communities, we embrace our roles as leaders and inspire future generations of student athletes. And we do it all
Reddick for the tie. Got it! At the buzzer!
the East Coast way.
Reddick sends this to overtime.
We get it. We've been there.
We know how hard it is to be under pressure.
People are watching you and holding you accountable.
You know what it's like to be called out.
Expectations are set, and it's hard to even show up.
Whatever you do, don't let your guard down.
In these moments, we challenge you to rise up.
It's okay to crush a water.
Keep it social.
Josh stares down the business end of his baby brother as he takes the reins on diaper duty. Back up? Nuh-uh. It's all on you, big bro. But Josh, he comes prepared. Speed, reliability, Bell Pure Fiber Internet. Yes, when the Harmons switched to Bell, they only wondered why they didn't sooner.
The training, practices, highlight plays, and championship trophies. That's only part of our story. Just like we train for greatness in sport, we prepare for excellence in the classroom. The moment we step onto our campus and communities, we embrace our roles as leaders and inspire future generations of student athletes. And we do it all
Reddick for the tie. Got it! At the buzzer!
the East Coast way.
Reddick sends this to overtime.
We get it. We've been there.
We know how hard it is to be under pressure.
People are watching you and holding you accountable.
You know what it's like to be called out.
Expectations are set, and it's hard to even show up.
Whatever you do, don't let your guard down.
In these moments, we challenge you to rise up.
It's okay to crush a water.
Keep it social.
Josh stares down the business end of his baby brother as he takes the reins on diaper duty. Back up? Nuh-uh. It's all on you, big bro. But Josh, he comes prepared. Speed, reliability, Bell Pure Fiber Internet. Yes, when the Harmons switched to Bell, They only wondered why they didn't sooner.
The training, practices, highlight plays, and championship trophies. That's only part of our story. Just like we train for greatness in sport, we prepare for excellence in the classroom. The moment we step onto our campus and communities, we embrace our roles as leaders and inspire future generations of student athletes. And we do it all
Reddick for the tie. Got it! At the buzzer!
the East Coast way.
Reddick sends this to overtime.
We get it. We've been there.
We know how hard it is to be under pressure.
People are watching you and holding you accountable.
We know what it's like to be called out.
Expectations are set, and it's hard to even show up.
Whatever you do, don't let your guard down.
In these moments, we challenge you to rise up.
It's okay to crush a water.
Keep it social.
All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Maritime Athletic Profiles on YouTube for today's exhibition debut at home of the 2025-2026 St. Mary's Huskies women's basketball team, ushering in a new era of Huskies women's hoops. My name's Alan April. I'll have the call of today's matchup as you see some new faces in the Huskies lineup in warm-ups right now. I was just telling somebody. So if you were to look at this matchup last season, St. Mary's went 18-2 and won the AUS championship. Brandon, on the other hand, went 2-18. So, mere records. But the Huskies have just 4 returning players from last year's AUS championship team. They lost 7 graduating seniors, have 10 new recruits. Meanwhile, the Bobcats, different story. They have just 3 new players. They returned their top 3 leading scorers from last season in Piper Ingalls, Maya McLeod, and Abigail Shand. And they're on a little bit of an East Coast swing right now. They played a couple games against Dal the other night, and if those games are any indication, one of their new additions, Messiah Copeland, who is a guard out of Hopkins, Maine, is looking to be a big addition for the Bobcats. She scored 15 points in their win against Dalhousie. Sorry, actually, so they played Dal, the Brandon Bobcats, on Thursday and Friday night. On Thursday night, they lost by 24 points, 76-52. On Friday night, there are no game stats, but I am seeing that they won by 30, 96-66. Unfortunately, we don't have stats of that game, so, it's preseason. It's my first time seeing the Huskies live here, and it's our first webcast of basketball action here for the 2025-26 season at the Homburg Center, so should be an interesting one. For the Huskies, they are starting 3 of their 4 returnees in number 6, Molly Healy, number 4, Evie Hargraves, number 12, Emily Dickton, as well as number 14, Jourdain Francis, and number 8, Lauren Armstrong. And for the Bobcats, they're starting number 13, Ella Averill, number 7, Taya Clark, number 21, Amaya McLeod. With the ball here is number 0, Messiah Copeland, as well, number 22, Jaina Matawashing. And we get a bad screen right off the whistle, as that was Piper Ingalls, actually. And Averill brings the screen and gets called for the body, so quick offensive foul, and the Huskies take over. This is Molly Healy. Healy, the third-year point guard out of Waterford, Newfoundland. She's out of St. John's, out of Waterford Valley High. And that is, I believe it was Emily Dickton cleaning up the offensive glass, putting 2 in. Dickton's going to be a big scorer for the team this year, third-year forward out of Sudbury, Ontario. Jourdain Francis jumps the passing lane and able to recover possession. Dishes it down for Dickton and can't get that one to go with the left. And it's going to be, it will remain with the Huskies here. 17 on the shot clock, 9:16 remaining in the first quarter. I want to give a shout out to the Maritime Athletic Profiles crew. Producer Dylan, camera operators Liam, Liv, and Ethan, as Lauren Armstrong hits a triple and a good start for the Huskies. Quick 5-0 lead. Here's Copeland on the drive. No. Molly Healy with the rebound, and she'll push. Healy knifes into the lane. Now drops it off for Dickton. Excellent down low scorer. Dickton can't get that one to go with the left. Rebound is tied up, and it's going to favor the Huskies here. So you got to love the intensity and get after itness that the Huskies have began this game with. Winning a couple 50-50 balls already. Armstrong just hit one. Misses the second, but, Dickton got the rebound. Another second chance opportunity for the Huskies. Hargraves. Tough pass down low for Armstrong. She'll go to the right hook. No. Shot clock goes. And here comes number 13, Ella Averill. Averill, first-year forward out of Perth, Australia. And no good there for Jaina Matwayashing. Armstrong with the rebound, coast to coast like butter on toast. Lauren Armstrong starting her morning off strong. 5 of the Huskies' first 7, and Armstrong, a do-it-all player. She was the ACAA Most Valuable Player at Holland College last year. We'll talk a little bit more about her as today's game goes on. Nice rebound there for Hargraves. And the Huskies' strong start continues. Armstrong lines up a triple. Bang! Lauren Armstrong. Whatever she had for breakfast, get me some of that. What a start. Armstrong. Perfect time to get into her here, as Lauren Armstrong is going to be a key contributor to the Huskies this year. 5'10" guard out of Canberra, Australia, and Holland College. She did everything you could do in the ACAA. Was the Rookie of the Year, 2-time first-team All-Star, ACAA Player of the Year, and a first-team CCAA All-Canadian, as we see some replays here. I do have stats on Armstrong somewhere. It's preseason for me too. I'm just pulling up what I need to know here. But so we take a look here. Smooth shot from Armstrong. A little bit of a set shot, but it's effective, as you see right there. And here, leading the break, knifes into the lane. Her ability to do a little bit of everything is what's really perhaps most impressive about Lauren Armstrong. As that layup is missed, and the tough start for the Bobcats continues. Emily Dickton with the rebound. Armstrong, straightaway 3, no. But another offensive rebound for the Huskies. They are absolutely dominating the offensive glass. But Hargraves turns that one over to number 21, Amaya McLeod. Now knifing into the lane is Averill, and she is fouled. And will head to the line to shoot 2. See another look here. Ella Averill. Not a lot of information about her on the website other than, she is from Perth, Australia. It's the first. In 6 games for the Bobcats this preseason, some against collegiate competition, Averill is averaging almost 11 points and 7 rebounds per game. Has started all 6 games, played 26 minutes. Bobcats come out in a full court press, and that leaves Evie Hargraves open for a three. It misses, and the Bobcats will take over possession here, trailing 10-2 with 6:48 remaining in the first quarter. This is Copeland. Their leading scorer thus far in the preseason, averaging almost 14 points per game, gets denied on the layup attempt by Armstrong. Big block shot. Now Huskies running the break. Hargraves can't get that little 6-foot push floater to go. Ingles coming the other way with it. Free throw line pull up, knocks it down, and Brandon's starting to find a little momentum here. Piper Ingles is the vet of this team. In her 5th year of eligibility, but she's been on the team since 2019, pre-COVID, so 7 years with the program. As Dicton's own offensive rebound, no, but Evie Hargraves puts it up and in and extends the Huskies' lead to 12-4 midway through this first quarter. 3 ball is up. Wow. Maya McLeod shot that one with confidence and hits it from deep. Huskies easily break this full court pressure. Now Healy. Francis brings the ball screen. Bobcats are in a 2-3 zone. Dicton straight away, long 2, no. Rebound, battle, and it's going to be another offensive rebound for the Huskies. So we'll get some substitutions. In for the Huskies, just need to bring up my roster here as Armstrong's jumper misses. Another 3 for McLeod. This one no good. And rebound there by number 23, Callie Jorgulius. I've got it. Hargraves lays it up and in. And the Huskies' lead is up to 7. Or I believe it's up to 9. As fouled down low there was Taya Clark. And she'll head to the line to shoot 2. You can see on the replay, Armstrong got a little bit of hand there. Score is indeed 14-7. Has Taya Clark on the free throw line. Clark, a second-year guard, 5'7", out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, and Garden City Collegiate. Averaged 5 points per game last year. So far this preseason, averaging 5 points per game. We have a violation. It's going to go against the Huskies, so the basket is good. And a nice little run here. They were down 10-0. Took a timeout and respond with a 9-4 run to cut the Huskies' lead to 5. Jenna Chateau, the 4th returning Husky, now into the game for St. Mary's. Hargraves working on the right wing. Now Armstrong. Dribbled it off the foot of Clark. Ball should still be live, and no, Armstrong's going to get called for a foul. Bobcats are coached by Hilarion Bonhomme, who is in his 2nd year as head coach, but was a standout player for Brandon from 2011 to 2017. Was Canada West Rookie of the Year as a first year, native of Washington, D.C. And good to see Brandon making the trip out east for some quality preseason matchups, as there Copeland hits a 3. So this Copeland was the Junior College Division III Player of the Year last season. And apologies, she's not from Maine, she is from Minnesota. She played at Rochester Community and Technical College in NJCAA Division III and was the Player of the Year. I don't have stats for her, but that's anytime, I don't care what level, what division you're in, to be Player of the Year anywhere is an accomplishment, and that means you've got a serious player joining the program. As Clark hands it off for Copeland. Working on Chateau. Copeland getting busy. Now back up to Clark. Beats the defender, floats it up and in. And the comeback is on. Bobcats tied up at 14. They were down 10-0, so they're on a 14-4 run. Jenna Chateau's three rims out. Clark with the rebound. Turtle handoff for McLeod. Loose ball. Jorgulius couldn't recover. Now Copeland. Dickton hedges on the screen. Clark. Shot clock is down to 5. Oh, it doesn't matter for Ella Averill with a nice little turnaround and sticks her tongue out to the bench. Brandon is fired up right now. And why not? A 16-4 run for the Bobcats. And you look here, Averill and Clark both with 4 points to lead the way. Take a look here at some replays. Amaya McLeod hits the three. Here she is again, a little bit of a bobble, and Hargraves hand down, man down. Now Lauren Armstrong gets it ahead for Hargraves. Nice little finish here. Step through, high, off glass, and in. Good job by the Huskies not panicking under the Bobcats' pressure. But unfortunately, defensively, they have not been up to task. That was Clark being fouled. Lauren Armstrong has started the game strong with 8 points, but she does have 2 early fouls. And, you know, we talk about this Huskies team. Worth noting that 2 key contributors, or expected to be key contributors this season, are injured. One will be returning shortly, Angong Jacob, AJ, who was an all-star player at Mohawk College in the OCAA, really good player, and is expected to be a key component of this Huskies team. The other one, unfortunately, Lily Langell, suffered a knee injury last weekend, and, well, not a doctor, but I do think she'll be missing this season, and Langell was expected to be starting point guard for this team. Native of Bedford, Nova Scotia, who played at Cégep Champlain in Quebec, but no point guard problems today as Molly Healy with a nice take and scoop with the right hand to tie it up at 16-16. Here's Ingles, the vet. Nice little hook pass down low to number 14, Renee Dauphiné. Just checked into the game for the Bobcats. Now Dickton, good post position, gets to the left hand, no. She's getting real deep inside, but just not able to finish. And now we get a travel called against Dickton on the loose ball. So, after a hot start, the Huskies getting a little bit unlucky and cold from the field here. Here is Ingles. Over for Dauphiné. Driving now is number 1, Callie Yates. Apologies, that's not, oh yeah, no, that is Ingles. And goes for another hook pass, and this one is thrown into the corner. Ingles from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, was the Brandon team MVP last year. And last season averaged better than 13 points per game to lead the Bobcats in scoring. Jorgulius on the drive and is fouled, and will head to the line to shoot 2. Callie Jorgulius, a 6-foot wing from Mississauga, Ontario. Competed last year for St. Jude's Academy in the OSBA. And also played at a high level for Team Ontario, including helping them win the gold medal at the 2022 Under-17 Canadian National Basketball Championships. So good pedigree there for Jorgulius. She hits 1 of 2 free throws. And a travel against the Bobcats on the other end. Huskies will take over, clinging on to a 1-point lead as Bobcats bring in Ivy Bestland. Healy goes away from the double, finds Chateau in the corner, no. But it's going to remain Huskies ball off the deflection. Offensive rebounding is keeping the Huskies in it. A 6-0 advantage on the offensive glass for St. Mary's in this first quarter. Inbound for Hargraves. Jorgulius brings the screen. Hargraves. Well, no look pass, and it's broken up by Clark with speed the other way. Can't get the lefty layup to go. Coach Bonhomme calling for the foul, but no dice. Hargraves, corner three. Bang! Evie Hargraves shot that one with confidence. Knocks it down. She's got 7. And the Huskies' lead is back up to 4. Evie Hargraves was an AUS All-Rookie selection last year as a first year. 6-foot wing out of St. John, New Brunswick. Tell you though, this Ella Averill is playing very well today. She's got 6 points now to lead the Bobcats on a perfect 2 of 2 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And a foul. I've talked about this before. Molly Healy has an elite skill, and that is just ball control, getting to her spots. She dribbles with physicality. She's not afraid to initiate contact as a ball handler, and makes her tough to. She doesn't lose possession often, and she causes fouls. You can see a great example of that right now. Getting her body into the defender, creating space. Hargraves for 3. No. And we're going to get a foul. Ooh, and Emily Dicktan is down, but she's going to get 2 shots. Hops back up. Always a little easier to get up when you know you're heading to the free throw line. So you see there, Dicktan with good post position and gets tangled up. Misses the first. It's a great opportunity this year for Dicktan to get some real playing time and potentially lead this team in scoring. Over the last 2 seasons, the Huskies have been really good, and Dicktan's been a key bench piece, averaging about 2 points, 2 rebounds per game, but, you know, playing at times important minutes. Never asked to do a lot of scoring, but she does have great touch down low, and she's displayed it thus far in the preseason. In 3 preseason games coming in today, Emily Dicktan was averaging 13 points per game, including shooting 9 of 10 from the free throw line. She just split a pair there, so as now we see some youth movement for the Huskies. I mean, they're a young team anyway, but bringing in a couple of first years in Sophia Da and Allie McLean. Deep 3 for Ingles, no good. Sophia Dawes with the rebound, and it'll be her first stat here at the Homburg Center as the first quarter whistle blows with the Huskies leading 21-18. We're going to take a 2-minute break here. We'll be right back. You're watching live coverage of SMU Huskies basketball action on Maritime Athletic Profiles.
Josh stares down the business end of his baby brother as he takes the reins on diaper duty. Back up? Nuh-uh. It's all on you, big bro. But Josh, oh, he comes prepared. Speed, reliability, Bell Pure Fiber Internet. Yes, when the Harmons switched to Bell, they only wondered why they didn't sooner.
Training, practices, highlight plays, and championship trophies. That's only part of our story. Just like we train for greatness in sport, we prepare for excellence in the classroom. The moment we step onto our campus and communities, we embrace our roles as leaders and inspire future generations of student athletes. And we do it all
Reddick for the tie. Got it! At the buzzer!
the East Coast way.
Reddick sends this to overtime.
get it. We've been there.
We know how hard it is to be under pressure.
People are watching you and holding you accountable.
We know what it's like to be
Apologies, I'm back. I guess that was the quickest 2 minutes ever. I guess coaches and refs have brunch plans or something, but Huskies lead 21-18. I have seen some YouTube comments. I'll address them shortly. As Allie McLean for three. No. Good scrambling defense there. So I am being told it's Taya and Micaiah. And so Taya Clark and Micaiah Copeland. Thank you to Keisha for those name corrections. I guess Lily Langell is from Cole Harbour, not Bedford. Yes, she is. The person right next to her on the roster, Julia Sampson, is from Bedford, so that was just my eyes deceiving me. As Piper Ingalls hits a deep three and ties it up at 21 apiece. That's 5 points now for Ingalls. Second on the team in scoring behind Ella Averill. Armstrong dishes down low for Francis. Again out of this 2-3 zone, and Francis showing some muscle. Able to power through the double team and get a chance at 2 free throws. Jourdain Francis, 6'1" post. Out of Genesis Basketball and Edge Prep in Calgary, Alberta. And Francis off to a good start in preseason. 3 points, 6 rebounds per game, but I know Coach Scott Monroe was very impressed by how she played recently. Specifically in the game against Victoria, she had 4 points, 6 rebounds. That was at the Carleton Invitational Tournament last week. McLean going for the reverse. May have had that blocked or altered by number 22, Jaina Maitawashing, as Copeland's baseline jumper is no good. Armstrong pushing the other way. Armstrong, free throw line pull up, no. Rebounded by McLeod. She'll settle things down. McLeod, a native of Reno, Nevada. And all the way from Reno to the rack for the hoop and the harm. Check this out, Amaya McLeod. A couple times she's done this, good pace. Slowing down and then turning the jets on, beating the first defender. I didn't really see a foul there, but heading the line for a chance at 3 the old-fashioned way. McLeod played last season for the Bobcats, transferring from Stanislaus State College. And, well, that's a 4-point play as she misses the free throw, but Ella Averill continuing her excellent play this morning. Up to 8 points now, still perfect from the floor and the line. 3 of 3 and 2 of 2 for 8 points to lead the Bobcats. Hargraves, floater, no good. Rebound, batted around and recovered by Micaiah Copeland. And triple, bang. Ella Averill bringing some thunder from down under. She is lighting it up. 11 points to lead all scorers as Lauren Armstrong is fouled, and she will head to the line to shoot too. Keisha said, yes, sir, lock in. You're doing a great job broadcasting. Appreciate you, Keisha. I know it seems you're cheering on Brandon, but you tune into a game, a Huskies regular season game, and you'll see how locked in we can be. This is my first exposure to basketball this season. Haven't seen this team, haven't seen any teams. Don't have a pronunciation guide, don't have a whole lot of notes, but and the crew from Maritime Athletic Profiles, you got to love the quality of this broadcast. Bringing it to you each and every time. So yeah, by the time the regular season starts, Huskies open the season against Cape Breton here at home on October 25th and 26th. I'm going to say it, we're going to have a top 3 broadcast in in Canada. As Amaya McLeod gets another turnaround in the lane to drop, and good start to this second quarter for the Bobcats. Quick 12-3 advantage, and they lead by 6. Nice passing. Healy to Armstrong to Dickton for 2, and cuts the lead down to 4. But Ella Averill stepping through the defenders, no problem. Unfortunately, unable to finish, and the Huskies looking to push the other way. Armstrong fakes, now drives, and is fouled, and she'll head right back to the free throw line to shoot 2. So I have Lauren Armstrong's stats up. As you take another look there, sold that ball fake with her eyes and went hard into the defender. Armstrong was phenomenal last year with Holland College. She led the ACAA in scoring with over 17 points per game. She was second in the league in rebounding with 9 per game. She was third in the league in assists with about 5 per game. Third in the league in blocks with over 1 per game. And 12th in the league in steals at 1.7 per game. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Top 3 in the league in points, rebounds, assists, and block shots. And a very worthy MVP, now ready to make the jump to the next level. And probably the 2 best players on the court today are both Australians. Lauren Armstrong from Canberra, as Callie Georgulius knocks down the 3. She's not Australian, but she gives the Huskies back the lead, 31-30. Back and forth we go. 3-ball, Ingalls fouled, and she'll get a chance to shoot 3 from the line. I like the swagger Ingalls plays with. You see a little hop in her step as she crosses over, rises up, and defender didn't give her landing space. Piper Ingalls, mentioned, a vet in her 5th year of eligibility, but has been with the program for 7 years. She played in 1 game, 1 minute back in 2019. Ingalls last year scored a career-high 34 points against Winnipeg and was named team MVP. Goes 2 of 3 from the line, and Brandon takes a 1-point advantage. Georgulius drops it off now for Healy. Francis brings the ball screen. Lane is wide open for Healy, and she is fouled by Copeland, and we'll head to the line to shoot 2. Second quarter's been a bit of a parade to the free throw line. We're going to be here a while if it keeps going this way. Huskies are now 7 of 10 from the line in the game. Bobcats are 6 of 8. Molly Healy, the second-year guard out of St. John's, Newfoundland. Healy last year played 11 minutes per game, averaging 1.4 points. Healy gets the inbound in for Hargraves. Off another offensive rebound for the Huskies. Georgulius, 3 is no good. Francis thought about laying out for that rebound, but then thought, it's preseason. We already have 2 starters hurt. Let's not risk it. 5:20 remaining in this first half. Clark. Copeland now. Kicks it out for Averill. Back for Averill in the corner, no good. Her first miss of the day. Actually, that's not true. She missed another one, so she's now 4 of 6 from the field. 11 points, tying her with Lauren Armstrong for the game scoring lead. Here's Healy out of the horn set. Go around the Hargraves screen. Hargraves pops and releases the triple. No, but follows her own rebound and misses the floater. Francis, again, offensive rebounding is keeping the Huskies hanging around here. Excuse me. Huskies now have a 8-1 advantage on the offensive glass. Actually, that went down as a dead ball rebound, so it doesn't even count as an offensive rebound, but that advantage remains. Hargraves now around the Francis screen. Hargraves, shifty, stripped going up, and it will remain Huskies ball on the baseline. 4 on the shot clock here. Got to get something quick to the hoop. And the Huskies, Coach Scott Monroe is going to take a timeout and talk this over. Scott Monroe in his 17th season with the Huskies. I mean, a lot of accomplishments. He's a 5-time AUS Coach of the Year, 1-time CIS at the time Coach of the Year. Has 300 career U Sports wins, putting him in elite company. 200 AUS wins. But again, it's deadly quiet in here, but this is it's not a rebuild necessarily for the Huskies as much as it is a retool. You know, they graduated their top 7 minutes played leaders from last year's team. Have just 4 returnees: Hargraves, Dickton, Chateau, and Healy. And 10 new additions to the team. And I mentioned too, you know, 2 of those key new additions who are expected to be starters for this team are not playing today with injuries. One should be back soon. One, unfortunately, will not. As Jorgulius to beat the buzzer, no. Copeland with the rebound. And she crosses half court. Defended by Healy. Now over for Clark. Chateau gets in the passing lane. Renee Dauphiné back in. Copeland, baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded by Hargraves. 4 minutes remaining. Hargraves pressured, gets it over for Healy. Good ball movement. Chateau, open corner 3, no. Clark with the rebound. Now Copeland up the left wing. Turns on the Jets. Beats Healy, but can't get the floater to drop. Chateau. Headmans for Hargraves. Again, Evie Hargraves so good with her steps. Little up fake. Step through finish. She showed that last year as a first year, but this year she's going to be relied upon to do a lot more scoring. Hargraves definitely altered that shot, if not got a piece of it. And it's going to remain Huskies ball. And Evie Hargraves has been up to the task so far today. She's got 9 points now to go along with 6 rebounds. Dickton over for Chateau. Healy. Dickton brings the screen. Dickton, 18-footer, no. Another rebound. It's Amaya Tolliver, her first action. Nice pass. Oh, my. 3 glorious opportunities there for the Huskies. Unable to finish. And it's going to be Bobcats ball heading the other way. But if this game is any indication, and the Bobcats aren't a big team, but the Huskies have a big lineup. I mean, even right now, 3 players over 6 feet tall out there, and Hargraves, Dickton, and Tolliver. And Hargraves with the steal. Coming the other way. Hargraves. A little out of control on the layup. Wow, what a job by Copeland, or McLeod actually. Surrounded by white shirts, able to hold on to the ball and maintain possession for her team. Here comes Clark across the timeline. Hands it off for McLeod. Sorry, that was Avro. Now back out, and hitting that jumper was number 5, Keita Vargas. Her first 2 of the game. Vargas, 5'4" guard out of Winnipeg, Sisler High School. And Molly Healy hits the 20-footer straight away, giving the Huskies back the lead, 35-34. Good hands there by Dickton to force the steal. And St. Mary's looking to add to this lead with 1:35 remaining in the first half. Healy rejects the screen. Denied by Averill. Big time block shot there. Now McLeod pushing. Is fouled. It's 3 team fouls against the Huskies, so will not be a shooting foul. It's going to be Bobcats ball on the baseline. Not sure why there's 24 on the shot clock, but refs don't seem to care. So they get into the corner. Oh, apologies. That's number 6, Madison Shetler, not Vargas. Shetler hit that last jumper, and she misses a corner 3 right there. Madison Shetler, 5'8" guard out of Winnipeg, Garden City Collegiate. Shetler and Clark, both second years, both out of Garden City Collegiate. That would have been a pretty good backcourt in the Winnipeg high school basketball ranks. Chateau, baseline drive, cut off. No foul, just good strength there from Tolliver. Yes, Keisha is keeping me honest at home, and I love it. I understand that I caught it too. That was not Vargas. That was actually Shetler who hit that jumper. And I believe the Bobcats take a timeout. Huskies lead 35-34 in the second quarter. So we see some replay action here. Jenna Chateau, great pass up ahead for Evie Hargraves, and then there's those steps I was talking about. Hargraves picking a pivot and keeping it down as to avoid the travel. This was Shetler's jump shot. See, number 6. Kind of looked like number 5 from my angle, but we caught it. Now Healy. Around the Dickton ball screen. Creates space, 20-footer, nothing but net. This time Healy rejects the ball screen, drives. It's rejected by Averill, but again, you like to see the confidence of Healy calling her own number off of ball screens. Something she's going to be asked to do a lot this year. You know, we talk about the Huskies and all they lost last year. The accolades speak for themselves. The U Sports Defensive Player of the Year and a first-team All-Canadian in Clara Gascoigne, who was a multiple All-Star, all-time leader in this program in block shots. Phenomenal player, phenomenal person. Lucy Beaumont, double-double every night. Second-team All-Star. AUS Championship Tournament All-Star 3 times. Every year of the Huskies three-peat. Aki Kobayashi, who's now on the Huskies coaching staff, was a second-team All-Star last year. But more than that, I mean, the experience of Chloe Wilson, Marlo Steenbakers, Aaliyah Frazier, Caitlin Power, all having moved on from the program. Nice little behind-the-back dribble there by Shetler, and she is fouled. Both teams now with 4 team fouls. 18 seconds remaining. Any foul would be free throws for either team. And both teams are going to make some substitutions. Sophia Das checks back in for the Huskies. Actually, I don't know if the Bobcats are subbing or not. Yeah, they brought in Copeland, who will inbound here. 18 seconds sideline inbound. Good look there at Micaiah Copeland. Gets it in for Piper Ingles. Shot clock is off. 14 seconds remaining. Ingles defended by McLean. Averill brings the ball screen. Ingles rejects. Pull-up jumper. Yeah. Veteran savvy move there by Ingles. And the Huskies are not going to get a shot off. Good, fun, competitive back and forth first half. And the Brandon Bobcats take a 36-35 lead. Even though this isn't an official broadcast, we'll do some ad reads here. This first half of Huskies women's basketball was brought to you by Freeman's Little New York. Open late with 4 locations serving Metro, Freeman's has whatever you are craving post-game. As well, St. Mary's Athletics gratefully acknowledges the Jordan Boyd Foundation for helping keep our athletes safe through the donation of automatic external defibrillators to our program, which are kept on hand at all Huskies games and practices. In the event of a sudden cardiac arrest, minutes count. All right, we're going to step aside for 10 minutes. You can enjoy some replays here, courtesy of Freeman's Little New York and the team from Maritime Athletic Profiles. Again, Bobcats lead the Huskies 36-35. We'll be back in 10 minutes with the second half.
Josh stares down the business end of his baby brother as he takes the reins on diaper duty. Back up? Nuh-uh. It's all on you, big bro. But Josh, he comes prepared. Speed, reliability, Bell Pure Fiber Internet. Yes, when the Harmons switched to Bell, they only wondered why they didn't sooner.
The training, practices, highlight plays, and championship trophies. That's only part of our story. Just like we train for greatness in sport, we prepare for excellence in the classroom. The moment we step onto our campus and communities, we embrace our roles as leaders and inspire future generations of student athletes. And we do it all
Reddick for the tie. Got it! At the buzzer!
the East Coast way.
Reddick sends this to overtime.
We get it. We've been there.
We know how hard it is to be under pressure.
People are watching you and holding you accountable.
We know what it's like to be called out.
Expectations are set, and it's hard to even show up.
Whatever you do, don't let your guard down.
In these moments, we challenge you to rise up.
It's okay to crush a water.
Keep it social.
Josh stares down the business end of his baby brother as he takes the reins on diaper duty. Back up? Nuh-uh. It's all on you, big bro. But Josh, he comes prepared. Speed, reliability, Bell Pure Fiber Internet. Yes, when the Harmons switched to Bell, they only wondered why they didn't sooner.
The training, practices, highlight plays, and championship trophies. That's only part of our story. Just like we train for greatness in sport, we prepare for excellence in the classroom. The moment we step onto our campus and communities, we embrace our roles as leaders and inspire future generations of student athletes. And we do it all
Reddick for the tie. Got it! At the buzzer!
the East Coast way.
Reddick sends this to overtime.
We get it. We've been there.
We know how hard it is to be under pressure.
People are watching you and holding you accountable.
We know what it's like to be called out.
Expectations are set, and it's hard to even show up.
Whatever you do, don't let your guard down.
In these moments, we challenge you to rise up.
It's okay to crush a water.
Keep it social.
Josh stares down the business end of his baby brother as he takes the reins on diaper duty. Back up? Nuh-uh. It's all on you, big bro. But Josh, he comes prepared. Speed, reliability, Bell Pure Fiber Internet. Yes, when the Harmons switched to Bell, they only wondered why they didn't sooner.
The training, practices, highlight plays, and championship trophies. That's only part of our story. Just like we train for greatness in sport, we prepare for excellence in the classroom. The moment we step onto our campus and communities, we embrace our roles as leaders and inspire future generations of student athletes. And we do it all
Reddick for the tie. Got it! At the buzzer! scores.
the East Coast way.
Reddick sends this to overtime.
We get it. We've been there.
We know how hard it is to be under pressure.
People are watching you and holding you accountable.
We know what it's like to be called out.
Expectations are set, and it's hard to even show up.
Whatever you do, don't let your guard down.
In these moments, we challenge you to rise up.
It's okay to crush a water.
Keep it social.
Josh stares down the business end of his baby brother as he takes the reins on diaper duty. Back up? Nuh-uh. It's all on you, big bro. But Josh, he comes prepared. Speed, reliability, Bell Pure Fiber Internet. Yes, when the Harmons switched to Bell, they only wondered why they didn't sooner.
The training, practices.
All right, welcome back to live coverage of SMU Huskies preseason basketball action right here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Good look there at the Huskies huddle and the youth movement. All those players standing up are all first-year university athletes. And, it's going to be interesting to see how this team develops. Right now, this is something that Coach Scott Monroe's teams, whether they've been good or bad, have always been able to do. And that's hang around in a basketball game even when they're not shooting well. Excuse me. Apologies. Had a sneeze coming for a while there. Brandon is shooting 43%. St. Mary's is shooting 27%. Brandon is shooting 44% from three. St. Mary's is shooting 24% from three. Even from the free throw line, Brandon's at 75%. St. Mary's is at 58%. But for the Huskies, they're winning the turnover battle, and they force another turnover right there as Jenna Chateau comes away with the steal. Chateau getting the second half start. In fact, all four returning Huskies are starting in this second half, along with first-year Jourdain Francis. But yeah, the Huskies winning the turnover battle 7-4, and winning the offensive rebound battle 10-1. So, if you look at that, that is 12 extra offensive opportunities for the Huskies. And that's what's keeping them in this game. And Chateau is fouled. She'll head to the line to shoot two. Banks in the first. Might not be pretty, but like this game, it gets the job done. And Chateau, 5'8" guard in her second year out of Toronto, and Father John Redmond Secondary School, hits both from the line and gives the Huskies the lead, 37-36. McLeod now dumps that down for Matawayashing. She was kind of quiet in that first half. Three ball there from Hargraves is no good. And rebound batted out. It will go Brandon's way. In the first half, the Huskies were led by 11 points from Lauren Armstrong. However, Armstrong picked up her third foul right before halftime. And therefore, Scott Monroe electing to lead her off the bench to begin this second half, as McLeod is called for the travel on the catch. Also chipping in for the Huskies scoring-wise, Evie Hargraves with 9, Emily Dickton with 5, Molly Healy with 4, Callie Jagorlius with 4, and Jenna Chateau and Jourdain Francis each with 2. Here's Dickton. Over for Hargraves. Francis, open, catches, but unable to finish off the spin move. It's a really nice pass from Hargraves, leading Francis. Now McLeod for 3, connects. Big time shot there by Amaya McLeod. She's got 10 points now, moving her into second on the Bobcats on the day behind Ella Averill. And Brandon leads by 2. Dickton over for Hargraves. She'll bring out Averill and reset. Now Dickton with post position. Looking to thread the needle for Francis. And it will be a shot clock violation. So Brandon will take over, leading by 2. Good look there at Amaya McLeod, who is an efficient 10 points. 4 of 5 from the floor, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc on the afternoon. Here's Averill over for Copeland. Now McLeod driving, lost possession. Hargraves may have gotten a hand on it. And that's one thing, Evie Hargraves has elite hands. Last year, she was among the league leaders in both steals and blocks, despite being a first-year player. Dickton fouled on the drive. And much like the first half, the Huskies are staying in this by heading to the free throw line. And I don't think they're getting any kind of a, I mean, people watching may think otherwise, but I don't think they're getting any kind of a home court whistle here. They're just really aggressive attacking the basket, not settling for outside shots, driving for paint touches as Dickton splits a pair of free throws. She's now got 6 points to go around, along with 7 rebounds. And the Huskies trail by 1, 39-38. Copeland over now for Averill. Copeland right back for Averill. Nice give and go, but Jourdain Francis says not today. The first-year Husky swats it out of bounds for the block shot. It's going to be 9 on the shot clock here for the baseline inbound. They get in for Copeland. Back for McLeod. Corner 3. No. Lauren Armstrong just checked in, comes away with the rebound, and she'll push the pace. Now Healy will attack off the closeout. Skip to the corner. Hargraves for 3. No. Ooh. Oh, unlucky one there for Piper Ingles. One of those things where there's a little bit of contact, but Ingles was in an awkward position and hits hard, and not only that, but the ball went out off of her. So it will remain Huskies ball, 13 on the shot clock. And the officials are actually talking. I think the officials were considering that being a foul. I think Ingles just kind of tripped over Francis and crashed into the baseline, but maybe the ball don't lie as a quick missed shot by Armstrong, and Brandon retakes possession. Copeland now finds number 14, Dauphiné, at the free throw line. Good defense here by the Huskies. McLeod, nice little drop cross floater. No. Good contest there by Francis. I do like just the way McLeod plays. I don't know. She dribbles with a lot of swagger and confidence. Now Armstrong fakes, drives, and is fouled. The Huskies cannot buy a bucket right now, but luckily they are getting to the free throw line often. Take a good look here at Lauren Francis, little up fake. She's going to want to make that despite the contact. And hits the free throw. 12 points now for Armstrong. As mentioned, the reigning ACAA most valuable player. Last year was a 72% free throw shooter with the Holland College Hurricanes. Splits them, but another offensive rebound by Jourdain Francis. Now Healy kicks to Jorgulius, knocks it down. Callie G 4-3. That's going to be something I say this year. It's a lot easier than Jorgulius for 3. But she hit one, and the Huskies, with a 4-point play of their own, take the lead back 42-39. And a travel against Tolliver. So this will be a good win for the Huskies. Again, Brandon, didn't have a good record last year, but they strike me as a pretty good, talented basketball team. Copeland and Averill are additions to this team, and they both look like hoopers. And you add those to returnees Ingalls and McLeod. Clark is a good player. Yeah, I think this Brandon team's going to win more than 2 games, but Canada West is very competitive, so I don't know exactly, but I think they certainly look better than their record last season would indicate. And for the Huskies, again, with 10 new players, 2 starters injured today, and not shooting the ball well at all, this will be a real character win. Been a fun game either way. Good learning experience for both these teams. That's what preseason's all about. Oh, okay. That's kind of a little, we called a ticky-tack travel on one end. We're going to call it tight on the other end. Not saying the refs are wrong on either, but you don't see those called 100% of the time is all I'll say. So whoever Ducky is getting a lot of love from the YouTube comments, and Evie Hargraves knocks the corner triple down, and what a run to begin this third quarter for St. Mary's. Huskies start with a 10-3 advantage in the quarter and open up a 45-39 lead. So yeah, both Andre McLeod and Keisha Cox are cheering on Ducky, the Duck. Who could the Duck be? As we take a look at some highlights here. This was a really nice play, but Francis denies it off the give and go. Jordan Francis is going to be a good player in this league. That was Armstrong, fouled. I believe she split a pair from the line. And a couple plays here where Molly Healy, in fact, Healy has 5 assists in this game, and at least 2 of those were on, well, I think you're going to see another one right here. Healy kicks to the corner. Yep, Evie Hargraves, catch and shoot 3. So Molly Healy with 5 assists. And I talked about it. Her dribbling, you know, she never turns the ball over. Uses her body to create space, and then when the second help defender comes, she's a very willing and smart passer. And Molly Healy with 5 assists, helping give the Huskies a 45-39 lead. Okay, I'm hearing Amaya McLeod is Ducky. All right. I don't know if that's something only her family and friends call her, or if she pulls something out, maybe I'll break out a Donald Duck impression. No, I won't. I'm already a little coldy heading towards Donald Duck. As Clark is going to be on the free throw line to shoot 2 here. Taya Clark. Again, thank you for the correction there from Keisha. Misses the first. Clark had a career-high 12 points in a game last year against Alberta. It was a Pandas team that was very good. I believe they won the U Sports bronze medal. Alberta did. So to score 12 points as a first year against Alberta is quite the accomplishment for Clark. And she hits the second free throw to cut the Huskies lead down to 5. So we get substitutions in for both teams. Dickton back in for the Huskies. And Shetler in for the Bobcats. Huskies easily break the press. One thing about Coach Scott Monroe's teams, they know how to handle pressure. Even the first years, that is trained into their DNA from day one of training camp. Healy kicks it out. Oh, Jorgulius bobbled it. Healy to beat the shot clock, no. Good defensive stand there by the Bobcats. Here's Copeland. Can cut it to a single possession game with a score here. Can Brandon. Clark, aggressive drive to the hoop and puts it up and in. Taya Clark, I'm predicting a breakout season for her as well. Hargraves, wow, great anticipation and steal by Averill. And she is fouled by Hargraves. Ooh, Averill took a bit of a hard fall there. She remains down. Looks like she's, she's just kind of catching her breath. I don't know if we got another look at that foul. Considering it wasn't a bad injury, I'd like to see it. All right, when I said the Huskies handle pressure well, but that was just a great play by Averill, honestly. And then, yeah, you see no ill intent there from Hargraves. Might have come down on the upper body a little bit hard. Great shot there from Maritime Athletic Profiles as Averill splits a pair from the line and cuts it down to a 2-point ball game. 12 points now for Ella Averill to lead the way. Oh, and a back over half, so, oh dear. What I said about pressure is quickly being proven incorrect potentially, as back-to-back turnovers caused by the Bobcats press. And a chance for them to tie it up or even take the lead with a 3-ball right here. Copeland, defended by Healy. 14 on the shot clock on the backcourt turnover. So Brandon got to go kind of quick. Averill down low, good positioning, and great finish over Jorgulius to tie it up at 45. Chateau now. Defended by Shetler. Hands it off for Hargraves. Dickton. High post up. Now she'll go to work on Averill. Wow, what footwork. Oh my goodness. The reverse pivot. Rack that one up again when you get the chance, producer Dylan. That was crazy. Shetler floater. No. It's going to be a rebound. Can we see? Yeah, check this out. The post move. Wow, that is clean all day. Emily Dickton, reverse pivot. What a move. Giving the Huskies a 47-45 lead. Has 3-ball. Ingles. No hesitation, but no bucket either. McLean, long outlet. All right, the Huskies' first year's just got to settle it down by 10% right now. Let's, well, I'm wearing a Blue Jays hat. Let's hit some singles and doubles. Don't need a homer. Not every swing has to be Alejandro Kirk out here today. Let's hear Shetler. Over now for McLeod. And she's called for the travel. This has been a great game. Still 2:32 remaining in the third quarter. 2-point game. Bobcats pressing. Healy. Defended in the backcourt by Clark. Watch Healy get where she needs to go, though. Well, nice pass. Cross court. Hargraves. Bang. There you go. Molly Healy dropping dimes all over the Hamburg Center floor. And Hargraves, starting to find some rhythm. She's got 15 points to lead all scorers, including 3 of 8 from beyond the arc for Evie Hargraves. Jorgulius, no. Bit of a heat check for the team there. Healy, back out. Jorgulius. Ooh. Foul called, but that's one the Huskies probably would have liked them to play the advantage, to use a soccer term. It was either a wide open 3 for Jorgulius or a mismatch post up for Dickton. But instead, we'll get a fresh 14 on the sideline. Healy. The first year, Allie McLean is into the game now as well for the Huskies, wearing number 22. McLean. Talk about three-peats. The Huskies obviously coming off an AUS three-peat. McLean, as a high schooler, three-peated with Halifax West High. At least in the City League. I believe they only won provincials this past year. But the entire starting 5 of that Halifax West High team, let's see, you got Olivia Logan, Ava Parker, who are at UMB. Ava McNutt is at St. FX. Allie McLean is here. And then one went to Acadia as well. Who am I missing out of that 5? Oh, Davignon, Maria Davignon. So the entire starting 5 out of that Halifax West championship team has gone on to commit to U Sports schools, AUS schools to be specific, for this upcoming year. So big pedigree for McLean and her fellow Halifax West Warriors. Corner 3, bang, Callie Yates. First shot attempt all day, and it's a good one. Corner 3 to cut the lead down to 4. Hargraves. Feeds it out for Jorgulius. Driving, cut off. Francis over for McLean. McLean. Shot clock is down to 2. Jorgulius flings it up. Watch out, Ethan. Cameraman Ethan almost got beamed on that one. He's laughing down there. I don't know if you got a good replay of that ball heading his way at some point, but always keep your eye on the ball. And Copeland, nice little floater, cuts it to a 2-point game. The back and forth continues. Brandon closing this third quarter strong. 46 seconds remaining. Jorgulius cut off by McLeod. They kind of look alike from up here. Francis, dribble handoff for McLean. Triple. No. McLeod tracks it down, and Copeland will push it the other way. Whoa. Ingalls. Are you kidding me? She shot that one from her knees. I don't even know. That I thought she was trying to lob it up to a teammate or something, but nothing but net. 7-0 run here to end the third quarter. 8 seconds remaining. Chateau, good take, can't finish. McLeod has 3 seconds. And Clark is not going to get a shot off. Sorry, that was Yates. Shot wouldn't have counted anyway. Hey, look. If you tuned into this game on YouTube looking for an exciting Saturday morning basketball action, you got it. Back and forth we go. Where it will stop, nobody knows. Take a look here at some action. Foul there as Clark got to the free throw line. This time Clark, good aggressive baseline drive, getting low around the defender, putting it up and in, and then this Bobcats pressure leads to the steal for Averill, fouled. She was okay and split a pair from the line. Copeland with a nice pass down for Averill, who finishes through 2 defenders. Here's Dickton going to work. Wow, reverse pivot, up and in. Tough move there. I'm hoping we see that last 3 by Piper Ingalls here as well. But no, keep it going, Producer Dylan. This is good. Looks like they're actually going to give us 2 minutes this quarter. Molly Healy dropping dimes. Look at this one. Cross court. Right into the shooting pocket of Evie Hargraves, who splashes it down. Averill kicks it out to Yates for the corner 3. And this was that 3. Wow. Check it out again. I guess it wasn't as weird of a release as I thought, but it was, that is confidence, that is experience, that is knowing. That's just feeling like you can make a shot from anywhere on the court, and Piper Ingalls has proven today that she can do just that. She's got 12 points on just 7 shots from the floor. I mean, the key players today have kind of been as advertised. Ella Averill with 14, Piper Ingalls with 12, Amaya McLeod with 10. Micaiah Copeland with 5 points, but 5 assists as well. For the Huskies, Evie Hargraves with 15. She scored 8 of her 15 in that third quarter. Lauren Armstrong with 12. Armstrong just missed that jump shot, and Armstrong had 11 of her 12 points in the first half. And then Emily Dickton with 8. Showed up Molly Healy as well, 6 points and 7 assists, setting the table for the Huskies all morning long. So chance here for the Bobcats to add to their lead, but Turnover there as Bestland unable to handle that entry pass from Copeland. Now Healy. Gets into the lane, looks to scoop it up with the right. No, Dickton on the follow is fouled, and will head to the line to shoot a pair. Emily Dickton, 8.7 rebounds on the day. 2 of 4 right now from the free throw line. Free throw shooting has been bad for the Huskies today. 13 of 21, 62.7%. And they've been doing that a lot, splitting their trips to the line. So Dickton now up to 8 points, 8 rebounds. Sorry, 9 points, 8 rebounds. And we're all tied up, 53-53. McLeod misses, but again, real hooper, Amaya McLeod. Showing a lot of different skills in this game. What a pass. Lauren Armstrong. The wraparound. Serves it up on a platter for Jourdain Francis to put it up and in. And the Huskies take the lead back 55-53. And a travel called on McLeod. Huskies finding a little bit of momentum here, looking to take the lead. Shout out Darren Russell, volleyball coach. Avery, welcome. As Armstrong now, dribble handoff for Dickton. And nearly lost it. Now Dickton gets it back. And a nice layup up and in there. Sophia Dawes with her first bucket of the game. Ingalls, heat check. 3-point attempt is no good. But she will head to the line to shoot 3. Take another look here. I mean, just no hesitation whatsoever. Ingalls not waiting for her teammates. Who cares about offensive rebounders? I see an ability to pull this, and I'm going to. But she misses the first free throw. Last year, Ingalls made 34 three-pointers, leading the team, 28%. Hits the free throw there. Ingalls now up to 13 points. Make it 14 as she cuts the lead down to 2. 57-55 with 8:21 remaining. Again, you're watching live coverage of Huskies basketball action. And this half of Huskies basketball is brought to you by Q104, Halifax's home of rock and roll. Again, the Bobcats pressing. Dickton. It's a lot of dribbles for Emily Dickton. Something new we'll be seeing from her this year, I'm sure. Now Dickton continuing to work off the wing. Wow, what a finish. Emily Dickton showing off the handle, getting to her spot and hitting the righty hook shot over the defender to push the lead up to 4. Yeah, it's kind of going to be an exciting season for Emily Dickton, I'm sure. Just call it what it is. She was, the 9th, 10th woman off the Huskies bench. Well, the 9th or 10th in the rotation the last 2 seasons. But this year, she's going to be asked to carry a lot of the scoring load. And where in the past she, didn't shoot much, didn't dribble much, went out there, did her job, rebounded, defended. This year she's going to be a key player and asked to show a lot more of what she can do offensively, which is a fun challenge for a university basketball player if you're up to it. I mean, her points will probably go up from 2 per game to 14, 15 per game this season. Hargraves misses the turnaround. Rebounded by Copeland, and she'll push the pace. Copeland. Ooh, Hezzy. No. Can we get another look at that? I don't know. Official, that ref's name is Grant. He was there. He saw. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Good call. Great replay. Producer Dylan, best in the business. That was the right call. The Hezzy was so good it got me, but it was so good that she put a second hand on the basketball. Well done. And then we get a travel on the other end. It's like these two teams, neither team wants to take a big lead. Oh, you turned it over? Okay, we'll turn it over. You get another chance to cut it to a 2-point lead, and we'll get back into this tight ball game. Averill over for Copeland. Now Ingles. Are you kidding me? What the? Piper Ingles. I mean, she shot that one from the volleyball line. Didn't even take a dribble. I'm kind of amazed. Piper Ingles. She's like the Jimmer Fredette of Canada West this year. Emily Dickton jumper is no good. Here comes McLeod. Get it to Ingles. I'm begging you. No, that's a smart pass. Wow. Piper Ingles putting on a show in this second half. As 3 there, another one by Ingles is no good. Now Dickton. Nice pass for Francis, but a little high. She's saying she got a little push on the back. Here's Copeland. Around the Averill ball screen, Copeland misses the 3. 1-point game here. Healy. Gets it over for Hargraves. High off glass, no. Sophia Dawes in on the offensive rebound. Gets it stolen away. And Ingles wide all alone. Touchdown Bobcats. They take the lead 60-59. And a 3 answered by, I believe it was Dickton. I looked down for a second, apologies. And there's Clark, and yes, they're going to call that a foul. Saw a small issue with the live stats, texting our statistician down there at court level. Yeah, so Emily Dickton hits that 3. By the way, another assist on that one for Molly Healy. That's her 8th assist of the day. And then you see a good take there by Clark the other way. Fouled. Will head to the line to shoot too. So live stats are a little off. Piper Ingles should have 19 points. And I believe 12 of those 19 are in this second half. She's really heated up. But it's the Huskies who are clinging on to this 62-60 lead, thanks in large part to the interior play, inside and outside play of Evie Hargraves and Emily Dickton. They've combined for 17 rebounds, but also have hit 4 threes as part of their 29 combined points. And that's great for the Huskies. Like, you've got 2 6-footers, post players who are also out here shooting and hitting 3-pointers today. And that's going to go a long way to helping this team get back in the mix. As far as I'm concerned, the AUS is wide open this year. The Huskies aren't the powerhouse they used to be, but I also think some of the other contenders from the last couple of years, UPI, obviously graduating Lauren Rainford, a couple other key players from across the league have moved on from their programs. UNB should be good with Katie Butts, but I think it's going to be a real open league this year. As Taya Clark misses the first, but hits the second, cuts it back down to a 1-point lead, 4:56 remaining. This one's going to come down to the wire, folks. Chateau hounded in the backcourt, able to get it over, and Jorgulius. And Chateau hounded on defense, but I'm going to say bailed out. That doesn't mean it wasn't a foul. It's just she wasn't really going anywhere, but Clark got a little handsy at the end, and 14 on the shot clock. Sideline inbounds for the Huskies. They get in for Francis. Dickton able to recover. Flings it up there, no look. Wanted the foul, and now, Emily Dickton is going to be called for what I'll call a frustration foul. She just kind of pushed. And that's going to be penalty too. Oof. That's a tough one for the Huskies. Dickton was looking for the foul, flung it up there, didn't get the call, and just kind of pushed Averill with one hand. Nothing malicious, but the ref saw it. And that's 2 shots for Ella Averill as she ties it up. Can take the lead right here. Averill, 15 points, 6 rebounds for the Australian. Makes them both. And Brandon takes the lead with 4:30 remaining. So, costly frustration foul there for Emily Dickton. Now Sophia Dawes. Up ahead for Hargraves. And we're going to have a foul this time against the Bobcats as Ingles taking it the other way for a layup. The Huskies bench calling for a tee. She did kind of take that, like 4 dribbles and a layup. We're seeing it? So, yeah, and then... no, that's funny. The Huskies bench was calling for a tee. I mean, it's preseason, but I don't think you should be able to do that. But no, didn't harm anybody. Healy. Out for Hargraves. Straightaway triple. No. Dickton on the follow. It's going to remain Huskies ball. 4:05 remaining. 14 on the shot clock. Huskies looking to take the lead back with a score. Get it in for Hargraves. Good defense by the Bobcats. Most of the game, really, but I'm finding they're doing very well off of inbound situations as well. Forcing the Huskies out of their first, second, third option is just kind of that pass over the top, last resort. Mentioned Coach Ilarion Bonhomme in his second year with the Bobcats, and first year coaching is always tough, especially when you have a young team, but second year I find, and when you have 1 or 2 recruiting classes in, is when you can really start to make your mark and perfect your system. Hargraves. Wow. Okay. Brandon, they're from Manitoba, but they're Brandon. That was just a pitiful effort of rebounding the basketball in that one. But McLeod is going to get back to the free throw line for a chance at 2. This has been a fun, entertaining game. I will not say it's been a very cleanly played game. Lots of fouls, some silly mistakes from both teams, but also, a great display of skill from some of these players, including Amaya McLeod, who hits the free throw. She's up to 11 points now. Ducky, as the fans call her. She hits both. So Brandon takes the lead back, 65-64. Over the top pass, Hargraves to Francis. Beautiful press break. That's how you draw it up. And Jordan Francis, she's up to 6 points. It's career high for her, 6 points, 6 rebounds, and a big block shot right there. Swats that away. And a foul. Sophia Dawes was fouled coming the other way, but Jordan Francis making an impact on this game on both ends. Rack that one up, producer Dylan. The block, if you got it. As we're going to get a substitution in here. All right, you don't have time, but give it to me next chance we get. Sideline inbound for the Huskies, 66-65, 3:07 remaining. Shout out my buddy Brandon Rayfuse. I guess he liked my description of Brandon's rebounding there. Dicton cut off by, and she traveled. And the Brandon bench is loving it. Big defensive stand there by Ella Averill. Okay, here's that block shot. Copeland Francis swats it into next week. So Brandon now with a chance to take the lead back. 3 minutes remaining. Copeland fouled on the reach, and she's going to head to the line to shoot too. Yes, apologies, I missed that, but Amaya McLeod has fouled out. 5 fouls, 12 points, 3 rebounds. So yes, good point, Keisha Cox. That is what the officials were saying when Brandon made that substitution. So McLeod has fouled out. Made Washing back into the game. And Brandon takes a 1-point lead, 67-66, 2:50 remaining in regulation play. Healy kicks it out for Francis on the pop. Now Hargraves getting busy. Hargraves around the defender but can't finish. Averill down, no whistle, and here comes Brandon the other way. It's a 3-ball for Ingles, of course it is, and she is fouled again on a 3-point attempt. Second time this quarter that Piper Ingles will be heading the line to shoot too. Watch this. Good no call there if you ask me, but watch Ingles again. The confidence to do this. There is nobody with her. It is all white shirts. If that shot misses, there is nobody there to offensive rebound, but it doesn't matter. And Piper Ingles hits the first from the line. She's got 20. Misses the second. And misses the third. And the Huskies secure possession. So a 2-point game. Piper Ingles left some points on the line. She's got 20 points, including a lot this second half. I think I said she had 7 in the first half, so 13 of her 20 in the second half. And once again, the offensive rebounding of the Huskies. That is their 17th offensive rebound of the night to just 2 for Brandon. So if there's one takeaway for the Bobcats from this game, it's got to be defensive rebounding. And the Huskies are a big team. Don't get me wrong. They've got 3 6-footers out there most of the time, but Canada West is a big conference. Brandon's going to see some bigger teams than this. Unfortunately, Hargraves unable to capitalize from the free throw line. Bobcats get it back with just over 2 minutes remaining. Copeland around the Matthew Washington screen. Ingles. Oh. The shot she takes. If I was her coach, those are no, yes kind of shots to me. But clearly, she's got the green light. They've got confidence in her, and she's got confidence in herself. But these are some heat check 3 balls from number 3. Jourdain Francis hits the free throw. Francis getting the start today, her first start of her young career, and making a big impact. 7 points, 6 rebounds. Also, 2 blocks and 2 steals for Jourdain Francis. But splits a pair from the line, and the Huskies still down by 1. Copeland up top for Matthew Washing. Now Ingles. Finds Averill. Oh, just couldn't get that one to drop, but Matthew Washing cleans it up for 2 and extends the lead to 3. Huge offensive rebound. First points of the game for Jana Matthew Washing, and they couldn't come at a better time for Coach Ilarian Bonhomme's side. Now Healy. By the way, speaking of fouled out, there's no PA announcer here, so I'm having a tough time keeping track of that. I don't even know when, but Lauren Armstrong is also fouled out of this game. So the Huskies turn it over here, so no Armstrong, no McLeod. Top players for both these teams out, and under a minute remaining. Ingles, she's shooting this, I don't even care. Ingles Oh my goodness, step back three, no. Francis couldn't corral the rebound. Ay, ay, ay. Again, this game has been entertaining. It has not been cleanly played. Neither coach is going to be particularly happy when they watch this one back, but, I mean, the team from Maritime Athletic Profiles are bringing you all the action, and a lot of action has happened. Here's McLeod getting downhill, getting shifty with it, fouled. Now Healy, nice long pass. This was a beautiful press break by the Huskies. Hargraves to Francis for two. There's Copeland, denied by Francis. And Dawes' foul going the other way, and here's Copeland, fouled by Dickton on the reach. It's that rebound by Averill that turns into Ingles. Another just leaning three, but she was fouled. And then Hargraves fouled. Not really any great highlights there, but good shot at sloppy action for both teams. It's kind of the description of today. Both these teams are going to tighten up and be competitive as we get closer to the regular season. That's what preseason's all about. Copeland, floater, wow, high floater. And that gives the Bobcats a two-possession lead with 34 seconds remaining. Huskies got to go. Sophia Dawes. Don't need a three, but you need a score and a stop. Dawes. Oh. Looked like she had a clear lane, but she's called for the travel. Tough play there. And the Bobcats, with 24 seconds remaining, can potentially dribble this out. Healy pressuring Copeland, nearly forced her to cough it up. Now the double. Good press break. Averill. Guess the Huskies aren't going to foul. And Clark thought about it. Shoot that. Shoot that, Ingles. You know you want to. She won't. 4 seconds remaining. That's going to do it, but a very fun, entertaining game. Thank you to everybody for watching. Go through some stats real quick. Piper Ingles led the way with 20 points, 13 of those coming in the second half. Ella Averill had 16. Amaya McLeod had 12 before fouling out. Micaiah Copeland chipping in 9 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. Taya Clark with 8. And for the Huskies, Evie Hargraves with a 17-point, 11-rebound double-double. Emily Dickton added a double-double of her own, 14 and 10. Lauren Armstrong with 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists before fouling out. Jordan Francis with 7 points, 6 rebounds. Callie Gord-Julius with 7. And Molly Healy with 6 points, 8 assists. The Bobcats are fired up. I think it's a pretty good start to the preseason for the Brandon Bobcats. I think coming into today they were 3-2 in preseason action, and they improved to 4-2. So good start for them after winning just 2 games in Canada West play last year. All right, one more time, huge shout out, producer Dylan, camera operators Liv, Liam, and Ethan, and the whole crew here from Maritime Athletic Profiles. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Tune into some more Husky sports action. Football on the road at 2. Women's hockey on the road at 3. Men's hockey here at the Daphne Center at 7. Tune into all that action on AOSTV.ca, and we'll see you next time.